How do we denormalize things that should never have been normalized in the first place? This is the 8th in a video series on truths for hard times. There are a number of things in life that have this normal feel about them, this business as usual feel about them, that are wrong, unjust, outrageous, in some cases even horrifying. They should never have been normalized in the first place. Powerful people have tried to normalize them and make it seem as everything's great, nothing to look at over here. I think we can push back on that and actually use the word denormalize. This needs to be denormalized. So I want to give you a few examples. The first one is very serious. It's up in the news right now. We have powerful people in the United States trying to normalize the abuse of children. They've been doing this for some time. These are the people who have tried to roll back child labor laws that were designed to prevent children from being exploited. These people, for decades, have turned a blind eye to child trafficking, and they're now minimizing and justifying and redirecting in order to make all of that seem normal. By the way, those are the same maneuvers that when I trained psychotherapists to work with domestic violence perpetrators, which I did for 6 years, minimizing, justifying, denying, and blaming are classic abuser strategies. That's where that comes from. People who use them are abusers. So that's a terribly serious one. For our next example, I want to give one that's not so serious, but still annoying. So this week I was opening up a bag of food I bought at the grocery store, and I was noticing, wow, a lot of these, they look puffier now. Someone's putting air in them or whatever. You open the bag, they're half full or 2/3 full. So what's happening here is a number of us have complained over the years that we buy something, some bag of food, and we only get half of what's in it. So the people who make this food responded by inflating the bags to make it look like there's more in it. So pause to consider the psychology of somebody so small-souled, so greedy, so selfish, and so detached from their own conscience that instead of it being a value for them to provide as much as possible for your hard-earned money, they're trying to trick you into buying less, just so they can make a little bit more of a profit. This kind of corruption has been entirely normalized in US culture and other cultures as well. The normalization of selfishness. It's like our business model, our overall business model is to exploit people. That should never have been normalized, and it has been for centuries. So that's something we should push back on too. And then another example, my last example here, is the one I think we can all hate together, which is phone trees. Your call is important to us. Apparently not enough for a human to pick up. Or, you bounce from one side to the other. None of the options work. 0 doesn't work to get you to an operator. You waste fabulous amounts of time when you could be doing other things to just try to get help from somebody, right? So organizations that do this, do it on purpose. And it has become so common that you can hardly call a large organization at all, business, government, religion, whatever it is, and not run into an automated response. It's not about saving time. It's about giving you this, right? That's the message. Go away, fuck off, we don't want to talk to you. That's the message, all right? So what can we do about this? One thing that we can start doing, a lot has to be done, because as I mentioned in the previous video, we're talking about entire social systems that are broken, some of which are beyond repair. But if we want to make a small start, we can name it. We can use terms like denormalization to bring this into the conversation. Here's something else that needs to be denormalized, right? And get a start on it that way, because language changes thought. And when thought changes, action can too. Also, bear in mind something in terms of these big systems that Nietzsche said long ago, which is no organization can run if only hypocrites represent it. So the people who work in these big systems that do this to us, when you talk to them privately about it, they have feelings about it. So if we do enough denormalizing, maybe we can get them to do something else for a living that actually serves us and them.